day ahead of us. An exciting day of lots of really juicy stuff for you. Before we get into that, we're going to presence. I'm going to start with some music for you to help presence us and start the energy of our day. Feel into the, thank you. Feel into the energy of the music. And as you feel into the energy of the music, feel into how it made you feel. It wasn't me, it was just spirit kind of coming in and stepping into the room and setting the container for all of us to get ready to play and experiment together, right? And as you feel into that energy of how you're feeling now, I'd love for you to sort of feel the invisible lines of connection, the cords that are binding you and I and your friends and your family and the strangers and your clients and your new customers and people in the world and all of the sentient beings that are around us at this time. Feel into how we're connected, all of us, in this very moment. And as you feel into that connection, feel into that inner yes, that meaning and value that got you to get up this morning and make your way all the way to San Francisco to be here with us today. I'd like for you to think about the meaning and value of that inner yes. And that inner yes, know that that only does not belong to you, but all of these people in the room. So you're not alone here in that inner yes. That's powerful. That's powerful. And so this is very much about what this event, the Global Summit, is about. It's that inner yes that is sort of bringing us together. Last night I had a wonderful conversation with Bill Shireman about there's something happening, there's something going on here. There's sort of this inner impulse that's drawing us to one another, that's bringing us closer together, that's getting us to get curious about what would it look like to team up with a bunch of other amazing people who might be completely different than me. Wow. Well, that's not a coincidence, actually. And so if I were to sum up, what is the essence of the Global Summit? What is the taste of it? What's the nectar inside of it? I would say we are literally bringing in the memory of our future. Y'all get that? Yeah, I know we get it. Right? I know we get it. We're bringing in the memory of our future. There's no coincidence here. And what's really powerful about that in this particular time is that after 13.8 billion years of synchronicity, we are waking up to the first time realizing that, we are not only the results of our conditioning, of our cultural conditioning, of the psychological imprints, right, of what's happened to us in society, what people think of us. We're actually awakening to something much greater than that. That we have the power to actually shape, participate, activate, actualize, direct our destiny, and not as a circumstance of our conditioning. That's powerful. Y'all get that? Yeah. Right? That's deep. That's some deepness, right? So that puts us in this incredible position to really play and create the kind of destiny that we actually intend, right? That we actually intend. Every single era had their sort of pioneers that evolved culture. Well, now is our time. This is our time, right? It's our time. Our ancestors marched so we could have freedom. Ladies, we can vote. Some of us, we ain't got to sit on the back of the bus no more because of the color of our skin. Wow, we are evolving. But now it's just not only left up to women or people of color or union workers. It's actually something global, right? There's a connection, something emerging inside of us that's like it's about all of us. It's not just about this one group of people. That's extremely, extremely exciting and important, and a really great leverage move to move forward. So the Global Summit, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a big experiment, right? We don't actually know what's going to happen. And in some ways, it's probably exactly what's needed. We can put our ingredients in the pot and stir the soup, right? Right? We might have to add a little bit more salt, a little paprika, but we're going to get there. Everybody had to go through a series of steps. And the Global Summit is one of those, bringing together a playground for all of us to play and experiment, to see what happens from literally addressing that responsibility that we were naturally born with, right? And listening to that impulse that Bill was talking about, that inner yes that got us to get up this morning and say yes to being here. So we're going to play it today. We're going to experiment today, right? And we're going to keep trying it. This is the 4th Global Summit that's happened, right? The fourth global summit, that call that's calling us, hey everybody, all of you leaders out there creating change, it's time that we get together. It's time that we get together and we actually begin to share our resources and learn from one another. So here's how we're going to play, okay? Here's how we're going to play. Stay open and be curious, right? Stay open and be curious. If you come in here with, I know what to do, I've got all the answers, right? You're not going to learn anything. When we're creating something we haven't done before, sometimes our expertise, sometimes our emotions, we get a little bent out of shape sometimes when things don't go our way, right? You know what I'm talking about? Right? You get bent out of shape. You know people who get bent out of shape about it. But right here, as best as you can through your choice, don't allow that to get in your way of creativity. You might hear things today, you might experience things today that might kind of trigger you a little bit. Oh, that's not right, or I think something different. Well, good for you. That's awesome. But right here, we're playing together, right? We're learning from each other. So be open and stay curious. Invite your wonder child into the room. Experience all of this as if it's for the first time in wonder, right? The second thing you could do is be supportive and gracious. Bring that supportive energy and that gracious generosity into the room. My God. Everyone in this room is here for a reason. We have that inner yes. Let's support one another. Let's really give a round of applause for everyone who's going to be on this stage who deserves it. Let's give a round of applause to ourselves. We're here. My God, how awesome is it to be in this world where we can get up and say, yes, we are going to do this no matter what. Wow. That's incredible. That's right. That is right. Let it in. Be expressive. That's the other thing. Play full out. Be expressive. Be clear and succinct. Right? Know why you're here. Know your questions. Get to the point. Right? Don't hog up the stage. Don't hog up the space. Leave some. Play. Get curious. Listen. Be wallpaper. Engage. When it's your time, step into the inside of the inside, looking through our wisdom from the inside perspective, not from the outside. Really show up. Allow creativity to be our greatest asset right now. Allow our unknowing to unfold, right? We don't know what's going to happen, but we're bringing in the memory of our future, right? We're calling it in, and we're going to do it so good today and the next day. We're going to crush it. And with that, beautiful beings, I wish you an incredible global summit. I'd like to invite an incredible powerhouse to the stage with pure honor and delight. One of the greatest transformational leaders of our time. I'd like to invite Miss Jennifer Russell up on this stage. Come on up here.